1st.
Okay.
May
1st. Can you believe it?
No, it's May 1st.
Girl, we're almost halfway through this year.
Tomorrow is going to be Christmas.
Halfway through this thing.
Okay, maybe next Friday is going to be Christmas.
I mean, you're melodramatic. We just let you say what you want to say.
Thank you for the melodramatic. Keyword is mellow.
No, dramatic is the keyword.
No.
Yes. Dramatic.
I wonder why we can't see ourselves on here.
That's what I was waiting on. But so anyway, it's Saturday, May 1st. Welcome to everyone listening in, especially our new people that we have acquired this week all over in another country and things.
Yes.
We are expanding and growing. So if you want to be a part of Sunday Radio, you better come through. www.sunderradio.com. Sheriff is Mimi, and I'm joined by my awesome co-host across the table.
It's Deneen. It's just Deneen now, girl. It ain't the other one no more. It's just Deneen. It's just Deneen, girl. Deneen. Yes. You can still say it. Just Deneen, baby.
Yes. From through.
Yes.
Deneen came through with a new hairdo this week.
Girl, I had to. Yes, I got it. It's gonna fluff out a little later, but this is cut on the side, and it's over here. It's gonna be a little blue and purple this summer.
Okay.
We're gonna get it together.
Oh, wait a second though. Wait. I gotta show the people the actual color.
I got today joining us an actual, and I'm saying these words on purpose. I have a real live spoken word artist.
Hey, I'm so ready. I'm so ready.
For those of you in the back who don't know, this is
Who is it? Who it is? Duchess. What the great things I've heard. And this hair is giving me all the life. All the life. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm trying not to look at them. I'm trying to go ahead. Go ahead. Do you see the snatch? Do you see the snatch? Turn this way, talk towards me. No, this way, come this way. And then lean a little forward. There's your camera. Whoa, there you go. Introduce the people to what you have. Yes.
Shenanigans that happen here.
And it's just authentic. It's just is what it is.
Of the time.
Let's go.
So you already know it ain't gonna change just because Duchess is sitting here with us.
Oh my gosh.
Girl, I want to be nosy. How was your week?
I mean, it was like the worst week of all time. No, it was really amazing. It was super incredible. We got a little rain, which is always helpful. My wife hates watering the grass, so to her from God, he said, here, girl. So, we got a little rain. I put some things on the pit. I'm trying to become a pit master. I'm trying. I'm a little fire starter. I feel like I should make it useful.
Whenever you need.
Come through.
Okay.
Come through.
I taste.
I got you. I'm always good with people snagging. It's going. And you see, I'm still in the charbroil phase. I'm still in the burning up stuff phase. So facts. Because I be trying not to waste food. So people gotta eat it. Let's go. It'll be palatable. I'm with it. Yes. Absolutely. This is Blackins. Yes. What are you saying? It is Blackins. That is what it is. I'm just saying. I mean, if you're hungry, then you gonna eat it. It is. So I spent some time on the grill. Mondays are my favorite day because it's kind of the weekend has happened. You make all these lists, right? I got to do this next week. And so Monday's kind of the day to lay it out and get your plan together and start delivering. So I was able to make some connections with folks and start booking some shows. So May is going to be full for Black Coffee and Love Power. June is going to be full. I'm ready to go ahead and start booking those July days. So if you haven't gotten your day booked on Black Coffee or Love Power, you need to make sure you're here. When your birthday? July what? So all of July. 1st through 31st. That's what it is. Your birthday is July 1st through 31st.
Yeah, just
tell them. Sign a girl up. It's okay.
Just sign a girl up.
I'm with it. So just pick a date. Just pick one. Okay.
Trying to be
Focus.
Come on. Every week?
Every weekend. I'm asking. I'm trying to be the coach.
Okay, you know what?
Let's do.
Let's do.
I want her, because I'm going to be gone the weekend of May 15th, so I want Duchess to sit in for me that week.
Okay.
If that's cool.
Because
you know,
whoa, the 15th?
Yeah, that's Saturday.
I can't.
We'll discuss.
We'll figure it out.
It's my mama's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, bring mama.
Just it's an hour. Happy birthday. Come on.
Y'all play too much.
Ma'am.
I'm sorry.
My week.
Yeah.
My week.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Right. Okay. So my week was actually pretty impactful. I did some things. You know, that's just I'm starting to build the brand.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So it's been 5-6 years since I've been in the business. Honestly, it's time to build the brand.
Yeah.
And so my one of my really good friends, Miss Bougie, excuse me, Miss Bougie. I don't know if y'all know her.
No.
Yes.
Of course you know her. Come on. Miss Bougie is actually going to help me with my branding. We talked about that this week. And then I need to get at you, Ebony. We need to talk about this new project that I'm thinking about. Right?
She's supposed to be on here with you.
Hey, I can't help it. So I can't speak for other people.
That's it.
I can't. Right? I can't do that.
You, sis.
So what I can do is say that I need to talk to you because I got a project in my brain and we need to put that on paper, which you already know that becomes a video in your world. So that is happening. I spit fire. Like I just got back from Atlanta the weekend before. So weekend before last. So Atlanta went amazing. They loved your girl.
Awesome.
I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. I'm so awesome. Grateful right now. Truly humbled. And then did a show last night at the Black Store. And again, a bunch.
How did that go?
Oh my God. I'll do the same piece that I did for them last night.
Okay.
But the piece went well. The show went well. The people were off the chain.
And this was at the what?
The Black Store.
Okay.
So if y'all ain't never been to the Black Store, the Black Store is it's a beauty supply store owned by us, operated by us, for us.
Nice.
Right? So it's FUBU, but catch your life because it's your right, because it's all black beauty products. So it's black beauty products owned by us, operated by us. So they own
us for real.
Yeah, it's for us for real. It's two co-owners, and I apologize, I'm not gonna remember their names right now, but they are tagged in my situation.
Okay.
I know RC is one of them, and I cannot for the life of me remember the other, and I apologize so much. But these young men, these young black gentlemen are fire. They are black men. That's what's holding it down. Okay, and so they actually carry Houston made products. So black owned Houston made products for black hair in Houston, so that you ain't gotta go to Koreans selling you fake. Catch your life.
Yeah.
So, you know, selling you day stuff at their right for real.
Their real prices.
Come on now. And then let's remember that you're allergic to whatever they process.
Come on, anyway.
So, you know, whatever.
That's true.
It is what it is. So, I mean, you're getting so, and then I think they also have, I know that they have a nail salon in the back. So, you know, I mean, it's cool. Yeah, they got a full on nail salon, y'all.
Right.
Manis, petties, all of that shit in the back.
It's so loud.
Right, and then they're doing. I think it looks like they got lineup. They got it looks like they've got the ability to line you up and do your hair.
Oh, okay. So like barber
and like they can I don't know if they can shower you, wash you, or whatever. But it looks like they're trying to start. Either they already have started doing hair, or they're trying to start doing hair in the backpack.
Okay.
So come on, this is a full service beauty supply store owned and operated by us. It don't get no better.
Yes.
You know, I mean, and it's in the third ward. Come on.
That's nice.
Come on.
That's what I'm loving. So we're going to have to do a stunner in the city.
I'm just saying, and they down for it. Yeah, we'll set you up.
That's what's up.
We'll set you up. They'll let you do it.
That'll work.
They'll let you do it.
My week was interesting, y'all. Y'all know I do home health care. One of my clients did a little bit too much. And tipped over her walker. So it has been a very interesting,
bless her heart.
week. I finally caught up on some sleep.
Bless her heart.
Sitting in the hospital was interesting, and then looking at her and looking at me like, how did you get in this situation?
How we get here, man?
Yeah, are you sure?
How we get here?
Explain to us again what happened.
Y'all are killing.
So yeah, they're killing me. So, but anyway, she's doing okay in pain.
Right.
So that was okay.
She didn't bust a hip or anything.
No,
she
she
didn't break
didn't.
anything.
She has severe osteoporosis.
Okay. Oh God.
She did have a few cracks, a few
Bless her heart.
fractures.
But not the hip.
No, not in the hip. In her
That
ribs
is
and her shoulder.
Oh Jesus, the ribs.
So it's been a week. But thankfully nothing broke. She's doing good.
She doped up on that.
Yes. My shift anyway. So and then I've made some contacts with people who've been sending out information on for different things and acting. People have referred me for different things. So
Congratulations!
Tomorrow I get to host my first women's conference. I'm nervous and
that's
excited.
A big deal.
Like, what do I do?
Get it? Don't cuss. Don't be me. Just don't cuss.
She said, "Don't be me."
What? I'm not.
I mean, she's right.
My mom told me I am not a role model for your children. I'm not.
So I'm excited about that. So yeah, and things are the things that are coming through out to me. Hello, beautiful.
Okay.
Thank
Yes.
you. She said, hello, beautiful black women.
Oh,
thank you.
That's my homegirl all the way from Mississippi.
Yes.
I'm so frustrated with you because the P-Valley in me right now.
Got it. So we have our second poet whenever we're ready. I got it set up. Yes.
Y'all about to get the United
drop
Poet
it.
717.
Okay. All right. Can you hear and see Ebony Rose?
Woo-hoo! What's going on?
I'm trying to get this working. Let me see if Lisa's in here.
This is so cool.
Awesome. Okay, thank you. Awesome.
On?
So glad to see you, sis.
What's going on? So glad to see y'all and see everyone creating, doing amazing things.
Yes.
We love that girl.
So I'm all for it. I'm here to support and do whatever I can to help out.
Yes. So we are excited to celebrate our mothers this Mother's Day.
Come on.
So when you think about like your mom, what is the butterfly that comes up for you? Is she here?
Who, me?
Well, we'll start with you and then we'll get with Duchess.
Okay, so for when I think of a butterfly, whatever kind of butterfly is going to represent my mama, it has to be blinged out. That's her thing, bling bling. Okay. It has to be loud, vibrant colors, and with some rhinestones on it.
Okay.
And that represent my mother.
With some rhinestones.
Yes.
Okay. But what is the thing that comes up when you think about your mom? Because I'm assuming that if you bringing it out, you got some real affection for her, right?
Well, that's her style. That's her stilo.
Okay. So when you think about your mama, what comes up for you? Thug for me. Oh, your mama's a thug. Mimi said her mama's a thug.
Now, my mama not a thug, total opposite. But I think honestly, the first thing that comes to mind when I think about my mama is God, because my mom was the walking example for me of like maintaining her relationship with God and the importance of it. So that's the first thing that comes to mind.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Duchess, what about for you, sis?
That's fire. My mama is Annie Oakley.
Period. Break it down for those of us who don't hear it.
Period. Who?
Annie Oakley. My mama is Annie Oakley. Period. Point blank. She is sweet as pie. She is Southern bred. She knows how to cook you a cobbler. Right. She will feed you 40-weight gravy with no problem. Yeah. Okay. And hot water cornbread. She ain't got a problem with that. You want some green? She got you. You want chitlins? Go to somebody else's house. But, it's a fact. But the reality is this: at the same time, that woman will shoot you with no problems.
That's right.
Okay? Do not test her.
Try it.
Right.
Don't. Just don't. I swear to God, she got real gangster with me a couple of times.
Oh,
only two. No, okay, fine, several. Since we go with the definition of a couple, right? I was trying to be polite, Mama. You saw I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. And don't take this out on me. But But the reality is, no. My mother is she will give you the shirt off her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she will give you any, if she's got it, she will give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
She is truly of that ilk, born and raised.
Mm-hmm.
There is no child left behind. There is nobody without.
Mm-hmm. Where's mom from?
Born and raised here in Texas.
Okay.
She's from West Texas though. So she that sand baby.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, she a sand baby. So
did you spend time in West Texas?
Oh my God, what you mean did I spend time? Every Thanksgiving we go to Midland, Texas.
Wow.
All of them? It is a family tradition. Okay. To take your behind. You better get your behind to Midland, Texas. To say to my grandmother. Yeah. You better. It's paying tribute to the matriarch of our family, but it's
find
also,
your way.
Right. It's just figure it out. Figure out how you get there. Just get there. Mm-hmm. You know, and when you get there, it's all taken care of. Oh, it's all up. It doesn't matter. We'll figure out. Like we put patterns on the floor. We bunking the old way. Yeah. I mean, I'm a little old to be bunking the old way. I got $139 on a for myself. For myself. Right. Nobody else gotta stay with me. I'm blessed now. I've been blessed. So I mean, the reality is that we would pile up in her house when all the gas stove, all the gas heaters or whatever are on. It's cold as crap. Because it's west. It's west, and it's just trees and there are no trees. Prairie. I'm sorry, prairie. It's straight prairie. And there was a tumbleweed jumping out and a road running around the corner trying to figure out. Oh, so that's west. Oh, you talking west? I don't know why I'm thinking middle East Texas. You talking like heading out to El Paso? Yes. Okay. It's another 6 hours from Midland to El Paso. Bless your heart. Oh, Midland. So just come to club fell in the little girl fell in the well. I was like, why do I know Midland? I was real connected. Yes, the little white girl like in the 80s, she fell down in an oil well that was in the backyard of the house.
Well.
But anyway,
little Jessica McClure. I wonder how she is right now. She's the original OG. The first one.
And she will throw out a scripture 2 or 3 on you.
Oh, while she whipping you? Oh, okay.
But I don't forget, right?
But you remember before. I remember before the conversion, Mama.
Yeah.
Before conversion.
You ain't never.
My mom was converted. Right. Still trying. What you mean?
I mean,
she said I can still miss a skull.
Her people are from Mississippi, so
she got fired. She Creole.
What? Nobody doesn't know.
Nobody doesn't know
how to not cook.
Let me tell you something. She know how to put a root on your ass too.
So silly.
So
my bad.
That's don't tell. But anyway, but she will get out there. Well, she used to be. Mom's in her seasoned years, so she's now. But back in the day, she would get out there and fix on something and work on something.
Come on, independent woman.
That's what Mama like. Give me until noon. Is that what it is? That's what happens.
Yeah. Well, no,
it's all right.
Too long.
You're late. 10:30. Before the break, midday snack.
They started back when the rooster started crowing.
Oh, you right. We didn't already done. Yeah.
We done cooked dinner.
Come on, sis. You right about it. You're right. We done run some chicken necks.
What you mean? We done made all outfits.
Oh gosh.
By noon.
You just started the fire. It's lunchtime.
Yeah. And by dinner, the food, which by 5 o'clock, that whole quilt that you were making by hand is done.
See.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
So, and you done all that other stuff. What? Those were super women.
Yeah. Total super women.
When she broke out, I was like, what's wrong with you?
You're so stupid. When she it is 7:30 and she's in the bed. She knows.
It's not the truth.
So let's take a quick break, and we're gonna come back to hear from our lovely poetesses and our spoken word phenoms. So stay with us, and we'll be right back.
If you're looking for a keynote speaker for your next event, look no further than Miss Mimi of Mimi Speaks, specializing in panel discussions, women's luncheons and conferences, and fashion shows and trade shows. Miss Mimi brings her unique blend of experience and training to make a lasting impression on your guests and clients. With powerful, engaging, thought-provoking topics and presentations, Miss Mimi will provide your guests with meaningful takeaways and life-changing revelations. Also available for red carpet interviews and premieres. Email us today at iammissmeme@gmail.com for booking information. That's iammissmeme@gmail.com. If you're looking...
It's so far said hello.
Hey, it's your girl Lisa Danae, and I want to tell you about a product that has changed my life. Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins.
Changed her life.
Oh, Jesus, what did I do?
Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle but have less than perfect credit? Look no further than Mi Amigo Motors, offering in-house financing to help you build or reestablish your credit. All vehicles are put through a multi-point inspection, and their award-winning customer service and on-site service center will make your buying experience stress-free. I know you got your stimulus check and it's tax refund season, so stop by Mi Amigo Motors today at 9729 Long Point Road or give them a call at 832-548-5927 to reserve your appointment for their VIP approval. Again, that's 832. Hey, it's your girl Lisa Danae, and I want to tell you about a product that has changed my life. Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins. Rain products are infused with a Nobel Prize-winning material called graphene. It's the graphene strip that provides the various health benefits that can improve your quality of life during that time of the month. Listen, I've been very loyal to a certain brand of feminine products, but I've never experienced the results I get with Rain products. The difference is in the graphene strip. Using Rain products has totally eliminated the painful cramps I experience, and it can also help balance your body's pH, eliminate harmful bacteria, and help fight fatigue. Graphene moves heat away from your core to keep you cool and comfortable. Ladies, it's time to upgrade your feminine care with products that not only offer protection, but also improve your health and wellness. Place your order today and receive your premium sanitary napkins delivered directly to your door. Visit www.drfcare.com to make your purchase today. And don't forget to mention that your girl Lisa Danae and Stunner Radio sent you.
And we black home. We black home. Oh, we black home. Okay, let me stop.
We're back, y'all. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love Our Radio Show, and so we're gonna dive right in with our guest.
So what I was trying to say was we want to first explain what's happening, because Mimi was going to dive right in and have the guest start guesting. But we want to let you know what's popping. So Mimi had the brilliant idea many moons ago of having a cipher. We wanted to have a poeticist, floeticist moment that we created where we have some of our favorite spoken word artists and poets and, I don't know, preachers if they were so moved and inspired. Somebody had a word. If you had a word and you have a creative presentation of that experience, that's what we wanted to develop here at the Love Power Radio Show. So what you're about to get is the inaugural cipher. Mother's Day. Yeah. Mamas. We're here to celebrate the mamas, y'all. Raise your hand if you got a mama. I didn't say if you liked her. If you got one.
That's real.
Do you got a mama? All y'all got mamas because you wouldn't be here without a mama.
Okay.
So all I'm saying is we want to celebrate the mamas. We want to celebrate the ideas of what mamas are. We want to celebrate the mamas that we're being to ourselves. Hello, somebody. Because some of us didn't have those mamas, and we're learning how to mother ourselves. So we're celebrating you today because you're trying to love you the best way you know how to do. So we are here to honor the mothers. So come on through with our cipher. We got young Duchess. Give me your full name, Duchess. Duchess Pendragon. You hear that? Do you hear that pen and that dragon together? Do you understand the power of the pen and the power of the dragon? Do you understand the fire that can come from a pen and the fire that can come from that Pendragon, do you understand the things that's getting burned up with that fire? Do you understand what I'm not a poetess, but do you feel this inspiration? I am inspired.
Come on, I didn't hush my hype woman every time.
I'm inspired.
I'm with you, Eb.
Then we got Ebony.
Ebony Rose.
Ebony Rose with all the ink. Ebony Rose is in the building at wherever she is. She said, she on the screen for us, but her energy is here, on fire, ready to go. So we got this cipher, y'all. Sit back, enjoy, embrace, because these women have some words for y'all. So we're going to come back in a little while. We're going to let them do what they do. But Nina, did you have something else you wanted to do or say to introduce these young ladies?
You done it.
All right. So, when your birthday, Pendragon?
I'm the 12th, she the 17th.
Of what month?
July.
All right. 17, 12, 7 plus 1 is 8. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 is smaller than 8. So we're going to go with Ebony Rose.
Okay.
Make no sense, but we just going to go with it. Just, thank you. It worked out the way it was supposed to work out.
Exactly.
All right, Ebony, take it.
All right, so we want a piece that honors the mothers. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So, boom, I'm going to go right into this one then. It's called My Sister's Keeper. And I wrote this relatively after my sister became a mom. I only have one niece. And so, but, dear sister, ordained vessel of life, beacon beams through your bosoms, electrifying elegance, contagious kilowatts, lit torches, you glow like fireflies, where darkness chokes the light out of the stars, choosing to guide tiny footprints through treacherous jungles with the pathway of your scars. Your sacrifice doesn't go unnoticed. It's molded your son's handsome yes, ma'ams and no sirs, when you're present in another space and time, reflected in your daughter's grace and God choices. Oh, mother, dear daughter, niece, sister, woman, incline your ear. Pillar of strength you are. Your silhouette's draped in a gown of grace. I keep you, you keep me, then we keep us. Near and dear, creating the circumference of our sister circle. Question is, where do I keep you? I keep you down. Not to trample you with the stride of my stilettos. I don't want to admire the vibrance of my red bottoms, but my advice leads you to ashy kneecaps. When you are being attacked by life's woes, I remind you of the power of Jesus's red bottoms whenever you doubt him. I keep you craving the caresses of his fingertips, the security you find within the lines of his palms. I encourage you to chase his heart like David within the lines of the Psalms. I keep you the topic of conversation. When I'm gossiping in the ear of the author of creation, telling him your name, locale, and situation, I feel every syllable with you, intercession. I keep you loved, loving you as I love myself. When your pockets or drop dishes broke, I break my neck to help. Before you reach out your hand, mine is already extended to help. A mother. See, I'm your nurse, taxi, food, pantry, makeup artist, and hairstylist. The workout partner you go to chatters with afterwards. Stylist, therapist, all free of charge, because I love you, sister. I keep you. In Jesus' name, Ebony Rose, out.
Nice. Come on.
An oldie but a goodie.
An oldie but a goodie. How many you got for us today?
Oh man, whatever y'all want. I would like. Well, one thing you said earlier was about having to mother ourselves, and that's something I feel like my poetry really embraces, because it talks a lot about me, in a sense, confronting, my obstacles in life. So this is one that I because I just been on a writing spree. Last month was poetry month, right? So I have all these pieces because I was putting out, a different writing prompt every day. But
she did. No, she really she was killing.
That's what's up.
So we have
to keep up with you, friend, but you did it.
Oh, don't worry. The publication is going to be coming out.
Right. I
already know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got this one, and it talks about basically a personal struggle I had, I should say. So I can finish a pint of Hennessy in one sitting. Now, I don't know if that's impressive or just sad. If with each sip I'm aiming to impress upon you my sadness, or just to press upon you that I'm just sad. Seems like everyone turns a blind eye to my blues, how I wade through muddy waters, or how I'm crowned by B.B. King. See, the rhythm of Nina Simone conducts my thoughts. It's an event I don't want to attend, an insistent invite I try to ignore. See, I memorize every excuse in the book to stay home. Sadness has the strength to drag me out of bed, puts me on the beaten path, unconsciously journeying to the liquor store, the path etched in my soul's deeper than crop circles, mindlessly, request for its misery, I, the involuntary company, staying until every drop is gone. Daily, I denounce our relationship. How last time was the last time, yet you know exactly what to do to make me crave your toxic taste, to have me ringing your line. So you are the one that always answers, arms spread as wide as the horizon with no question. See, each cup a communion with my daddy's demons, 7 sips of sin, gallons of gluttony to the gut. See, I spend the night recovering from your wrath, but all day relishing in your lust. See, till you lose me in the sheets, wearing soft like silk. I envy those that slip through your fingers. Don't have to pay the price of your pride or greed. Free from your demands, control. See, voidness circles me, surrounds me, hugs every inch of my being tightly, blocking out life as vultures do. After countless cups of carnage, what do I expect? See, this new year, I would no longer be your puppet. See, we've been together a long time, but you're too heavy to carry where I'm going. See, I will kiss you goodbye. I know we'll see each other next lifetime when I'm strong enough to be Geppetto. In Jesus' name, Ebony Rose. Out. Free. Rose out free. Okay. Rose out free.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't stand her.
Nice.
I can't stand you. Because you're amazing. That was mad fire.
Now I feel I gotta end it on a lighter note.
That's what's up.
But that's another thing that I am an advocate for as far as poetry goes. Healing, and I just did a writing workshop with Chase. Like that's so dope. Like I had to say thank God for that, right? And the thing I was telling them as far as a writing tip is to write a happy ending, because everything I have put in ink. Poetry has made me live it. Like whatever I have said, it has just manifested, right? Because that is the power of the spoken word. So since we're talking about the power of the spoken word, I'm gonna read y'all. This is like an exclusive poem. Like I've never presented this poem before.
Okay.
And so it's in my first book. It's called Promise. And I think this is the one I want to do. No, I don't think I want to do that one. Instead, I'm going to do something that addresses still the fact that we have this Black lives being lost everywhere. I think because, art imitates life, does life imitate art? And then to me, this is still about writing a happy ending. And so, yeah, this one is called American Nightmare. So, as a child, I was never afraid of the dark. It could have been my mother, extension cord in hand, clenched teeth, saying, "Stop all that crying before I give you something to cry about."
That's it.
That lit me up with courage. See, I was never tucked in. And unlike you, I never had nightmares. Anytime Freddie would visit me, I school him with these flaming fists until his skin earned another degree. And Jason never showed his face. And Chucky always stayed in the child's place. See, as a child, I never had nightmares. And once I turned 18, I stepped out to pursue the American dream. But why didn't any of you tell me I was walking into the American nightmare? See, now I'm crying in my sleep. I'm asking, why is it okay to take a Black life? Reparations. No amount of reparations could amount to resurrections. Ain't no refunds on our sons. Can't give us back life. It's not either he's put in a cell or he's put on sale. His toe tag always been half price. And now the coroners tucking them tight at the corners for selling CDs by the corner stores. And no matter what's in store, ain't no refunds on our sons. Can't give us back light. Now, in these dark times, boogeyman equals handcuffs and flashlights. And my greatest fear is for the children, bathed in midnight. See, because 1, 2, police are coming for you. And these nightmares don't have scripts, so don't tell us to act right. And I'm tired of this scene. Unarmed, sun-kissed boy, still adapting to the crackling in his voice. The unannounced pimples on his face. The peach fuzz making itself at home on his chinny chin chin. White finger on trigger, trigger clicks, firing pin, his rear end, a bullet sparks, ignite gunpowder. Bullet races down the chamber, tearing flesh, playing tunes on his organs, divorcing his joints, and with his shirt still wet. His role goes from victim to threat like that. Flooding communities with outcry and war songs, met with clenched teeth saying, if you don't like it, then leave. If you don't like being gunned down with your hands up, beat up while you pin down, strung up while you kneel down, then leave. The saying is mind over matter. Now, if you don't mind the front page being plastered with victims the same color as the ink, will Black Lives ever matter? Now, before the monster of white supremacy rears its head from under the bed, please keep in mind that Black Lives Matter is synonymous with all lives matter. Because if you check your DNA, you have at least 1% of African descent.
Come on.
Now, do you care? Now, do you care about George Floyd? Now, do you care about Sandra Bland? Now, do you care about Breonna Taylor? Now, do you care about Mike Brown? Now, do you care about Trayvon Martin? Now, do you care about me? Ebony Rose out.
Nice.
Come on.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You have heard from Ebony Rose here on the Love Power Radio Show this good Saturday.
Woo!
Happy Mother's Day to the mothers and the mothering of
We
that.
love y'all.
We love you.
Love ya.
We love you.
The aunties too. The mothers.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes, the
aunties
mothering. Yes, the godmoms, the teachers who step in and love you and encourage you and see you. Thank you for the mothering. All right, so now we are hearing from Duchess. Duchess Pin.
Jang-a-lang, jang-a-lang.
Duchess, 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 Duchess.
Oh my God. The whole entire intro.
Hey.
Oh my God. I mean, you know, Ebony, I just
Hey, I'm gonna be the main parade.
King dragon, king dragon, take it. Moments.
Don't get mad.
It's all you. It's all you. These are gifts. These are gems we're dropping.
This is awesome.
Let's
Love you, Duchess.
My Grams, the Queen Mother. Mother, the last dowager princess, crowning me a duchess. The pin dragon was earned. You'll get it when you taste the ash left by my pen. And don't forget to catch all the glistening sparkle of this melanin when I say it with my chest. Allowing the flames of my heart to set fire to the stage.
Yeah.
Painting the canvas of your imaginations with images full of depth, I'm relentless. Giving you metaphors to adore, ideas to explore, and traditions to question. It is within my mission statement to make you think. And if I didn't tell you before, I ain't apologizing for shit.
Yes.
You're welcome. Yes, I am Duchess Pendragon. It's time to feel the burn. Come close.
Yeah.
Tell them.
So buckle up and settle in.
Yes.
All right. So that was just the intro, y'all.
Light them up.
To the dungeon.
Right? All right. So I'm gonna piggyback twice off of what she left on, because to be honest with you, I left my mom piece at home and I hadn't memorized it. I apologize, because that is what we're here for. But it still backs up.
All is well.
Okay, it still backs up.
All is well.
So this first piece is called Say Their Names. I watched a black man cry today. 8:46. Watched every second slowly tick. The words, I can't breathe. Etched in American history again. And there aren't enough words and pick a language to describe this dismay, but God, I'm tired.
Yes.
I watched a black boy cry today. Chest heaving, lips gasping, tears steadily flowing. Scared crapless, but asking the question, will my daddy be next? Because 7 shots caught on camera, not resisting, no weapons found, and still no arrests. And God, I'm tired.
Yes.
I watched people make excuses today for why Breonna Taylor deserved what she got, because how could sleeping in your own bed get you shot? But hey, but when no-knock warrants clash with our Second Amendment rights, combined with my melanated skin and punctuated with cops shooting without line of sight, I'll let you connect those dots. Right? But my grandmother, she promised me, she said, baby girl, baby, we're past it. I got to grow up in white suburban neighborhoods because my parents were the ones that integrated. And yet 2021 is still seeing freedom marches like the 1960s. And the black lives that have always mattered we are still screaming for some type of equality. And I would tell you to say their names. But 2 realities stop me.
What are they?
1, we don't know them all. 2, there's too many. So God, I know you can hear me crying out to you, telling you that I'm tired, but I know that I can't afford to be. So I'll let you in the silence say the rest of this for me.
It's getting hot in here.
I mean, we're not taking off no clothes.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that for amazing.
We are
Dragon.
That was good.
So that actually leads me into the second piece. And I think I'm just gonna close out on this, because this piece is my life right now. And I know that we're giving homage to mothers, and we're loving on our mothers right now. And I'm gonna be honest with you, without the strong black woman that my mother is, I would not be here. Period.
That's good.
Period. It is very, very unfortunate that we do not give our mothers the true due that they deserve. I mean, y'all want to talk about a Mother's Day, and I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you 365 days a year that woman is a mother to me. So she has a Mother's Day every day.
Yes.
Has 365 days of the year. For 37 years, that woman has loved me regardless. Okay, and I can't say that for everybody's dad.
That's good.
I can't even say that for my own.
That's real.
But what I can say is that regardless, that woman has been looking at me.
That's good.
She has heard everything I do.
Yeah.
Before it hits the stage.
Yeah.
Everything, even my sex pieces. Yeah. She has heard everything, and so with that, I like to tell people my uterus has yet to do the whole mom thing. Yeah. I'm scared. Yeah. I'm scared. I am an only child. I get why she only did it once. Yeah. Number one, I broke the mold. And number two, could you imagine two of me? Two of you. Especially if one of them was a boy. Hello. Let me tell you something. I am the boy.
But we love you, mama.
Trying to keep that tame. Let me tell you, no, for real. I am the boy. Because the reality is that there's a 14-year-old adolescent male somewhere inside of me at all times. Yeah.
And we love Mama Duchess.
I mean, get back here, baby. I promise you, I probably would have got somebody pregnant. I'm just saying. He's trying to get out, baby. No, it's out. So that's why you wear that. That's it. It's a method. Come on, us didn't have no boys. They didn't have no girls. They had boys. Yeah. I am the boy. Sheesh. I'm the pappy. So anyway, the point is that this piece actually touches on a lot of the reasons why I have yet to be a mother, to become a mom. Okay. And so everyone in this room is a beautiful melanated female, and y'all can understand this. I think y'all can understand this. I'm sure. I cried today. Tears slip slow and steady, deadly silent. This precipitation sparking flames of anguish generations old that have yet to be extinguished. My father asked a simple question about my having children. Innocent in its intent, but my heart cried. Because in that moment, I visualized the target any child of mine would be born with. My womb will give birth to a child of melanin. Kissed by the gods and favored by the sun. Bathed in the mystical waters of heaven and placed here on earth in human form to sing freely. Yes. Any child of my womb will be wonderfully, marvelously, and beautifully black. Like me.
Yes.
A male child. Cute till maybe about age 10. Come on, say it. Nobody would be able to pinpoint the moment with height, comes a threat, and size of a gentle giant became a dangerous threat. Come on, restricting parental discipline so that they could take him away at big intimate age. Don't forget the handcuffs. Instead of working the fields, they'd be getting an education. They'd be grooming him for the industrial prison system. We've been watching them do this for decades. It ain't a complex. A girl child, hypersexualized by age 5, told her assertion is too angry and her pain too bitter. She's over animated. More than a 6-letter name, worse than a facial brand. Come on. And her natural hair, a professional distraction. Set to be pregnant by age 18. Come on. And saddest of all, even if she avoids these stereotypical pitfalls, will she ever truly be seen? Or rather, as the representation of an entirely non-monolithic race, I mean, we like her, or just individually. Regardless of guaranteed intelligence, and probably even because of it, any child of my womb will be looked at as a revolutionary to the establishment. And truth be told, revolutionaries don't often grow old. That's right. God's given over for the people are forfeit. So I cried. Because I would love to have the audacity to create the splitting image of my mother's face. But how dare I even think about bringing a beautifully blessed life into this world, filled and painted everywhere you look with whitewashed, resentful hate. So I cried. From the depths of my soul. I cried with wails to God, fearfully bold. Connected to the trauma of my grandmother's grandsire, living on promised hope, a change, and yet to be realized better days. I cried. Fully tasting and finally understanding the assault of my mother's fears because shocked cold because this is the true nature of Black motherhood, constantly battling an invisible fate and wondering if my baby will make it home today. I cried, realizing that any child of my womb, kissed by the gods and favored by the sun, and beautifully Black. That child has a higher chance of never reaching adulthood or dying prematurely before me because someone feared for their privilegedly perceived safety. I'm not just been dragging y'all.
Listen. That's what we do. I don't know what to expect.
Listen. Yo, Duchess, I am so proud of you.
Thank you, cuz.
I am so proud of you.
Retreat.
Give me a second. I love you. I love you. Breathe.
Listen. Every new piece that you do, it's like it's super. It exceeds your last piece, right? Because
that's the point.
It's like it keeps getting hotted up. You keep taking it up a degree and a degree. Like, oh yes, I love it.
I mean, because here's the thing. Okay, so what y'all don't know is that we did a video about Say Their Names. Okay, so the video behind Say Their Names, I called Ebony. Because I was like, hey, yo, I need a photographer. I need a videographer. I need somebody to take this piece and take it to the next level. And she did that for me. And it was crazy. It was dope. So she's heard that first piece before. She knows it, and she knows it well. But she hasn't heard this piece. This is brand new. This is right off the presses. So this is hard. I was tired. Like clearly I was tired. But it's been one of those things where, you're filled up with so much emotion. And it was right before the Derek Chauvin trial, because it's not the trial of George Floyd. That's right. That man never got justice, regardless of whatever this is. That man will never get justice. He's dead. Okay, and that's unfortunate. And I am heartbroken. But if I'm heartbroken about him, then I have to be heartbroken about the thousands, because that's the number we're looking at, the thousands of others that didn't have video camera from what we thought was 8 minutes and 46. That turned out to be 9:29. Come on, like and so, like, as I wrote that first piece and I'm writing 8:46, I was mortified. Mortified about 8:46, but I was even more devastated, just broken behind 9:29. To know that 9:29 was the real number behind that knee on the neck. And we all watched it, but we didn't watch it once. We watched it twice. We watched it 3 times. We watched it 4 times. We watched
the entire trial.
Jesus, and so, like, for 2 weeks straight, I am glued because I'm obsessive compulsive.
Really?
Just a little. And so I'm glued to this show, right? Because it's like a TV show.
Yeah.
It's like Matlock.
What's the episode?
I didn't watch it. I couldn't watch it.
I had to, and I'm so glad that I did because a lot of other things have been written since this point. This was prior, right? No, but this was prior to, and I had to feel that emotion. I had to feel it. I had to watch it. I had to cry with that old man.
Yeah,
I had to cry with him.
Yeah,
I had to cry with him. And so, like, what I truly understand now is that when you say that I take it up a notch from the previous, I take it up a notch. The reality is this. We have to.
Yeah.
We don't have a freaking choice.
That's right.
Because they're taking it up.
That's right.
They don't give a shit. We knew this before.
Yeah.
We knew that they didn't care before.
Yeah.
But now it's you don't care about anything. We thought that you would care about cameras and the cameras would stop you.
Yeah.
And now we see that you clearly don't care about that at all. No, you clearly don't care about
That's why the sentencing needs to be on point. Everyone's still on edge. The fact that it's like that collective anxiety that everyone is feeling.
Come on.
That would be.
And it's not an automatic. No one is just saying, okay, we automatically know. So that's how we know that. Of course, we know the system is flawed, but that's how we know it still does work.
The system is not flawed. Stop that.
This is
the lies that they want us to buy into. I'm no longer doing that. So I'm not comfortable anymore saying that the system doesn't work. No, the system works exactly like they wanted it to.
Yep.
They tell us that we've known that justice isn't blind for generations. Come on, because if you had money, that heifer can see green.
Hello.
Facts.
So
Facts.
I mean, let's be honest. So this witch can see green,
right?
She's not colorblind,
right.
And if she's not colorblind, you see my brown,
and you make a choice.
You make a conscious effort. Damn a choice. It's not even a choice anymore.
Right, that's true.
You make exactly. So these are intentional decisions that y'all are making. These are intentional decisions. This is literally why we were so nervous as Black people watching the jury. Talking about how many Black people are on the jury. Like how many? No, for real. How many Black people are going to be on this jury? Because if it's less than 5, or if it's less than 4,
like 3,
less than 4. And I'm sitting here like, oh God, there's only 3 Black people and one person that's biracial. Right, and one of them says they biracial. And I'm sitting here like, but did you live in a Black neighborhood or
which side?
Thank you.
What side was you raised on?
Do you know you Black? Right. Because you said you biracial, but do you know you Black?
Do you live Black? Do you
live Black? No, it is not accepted.
That's why these are all facts because you can be straight Black and not accept the fact that you Black.
That's so real.
Come on. So real. Oh no! I grew up in that. That's what I grew up in. So my half of my family, and I won't say which, but half of my family, they're color struck.
Wow.
And it is what it is. I mean, you see, I'm brown. The first test I ever failed was brown paper bag.
Come on.
My grandmother held it up to me.
Yeah, wow.
Right? And literally, you're too dark to be my grandbaby.
Wow.
Come on. So y'all want to talk about how we gotta stop hating. We gotta get these cops to stop hating.
We gotta stop hating ourselves and each other. Yeah.
Come on.
We had talked about that.
Literally, I am 37 years old. 37 years ago, this woman literally did this.
Wow.
And my father watched her do it and won't tell you that
it didn't happen or that it was wrong.
Right. And would have beat me had I brought it up.
Yeah.
Had I brought it up, he would have. And then we just came to the conclusion that I'm right. He would have. Had I said anything while she was alive.
Yeah.
It would have been my act because children are meant to be seen.
Y'all
gotta stop this. Y'all gotta stop allowing these people to traumatize your children.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Well, we gotta stop traumatizing ourselves.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Most of them, that particular era, they're still traumatized.
They are.
They're still living in all of that
and
not willing to let it go.
You're right.
Because now I'm gonna have to look at all this stuff for real.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So check this out.
I gotta look at this truth of the thing and realize it.
And
I'm gonna take you further.
And reconcile. Like you're gonna have to admit some stuff. That's the problem. Because I look at it, but the fact that we don't.
We don't talk about this. Yeah. Remember also that like as children, I don't know if y'all grew up in the South, but I did. I got told in this trip my mama out. I got told by somebody else in the family, little girls have their dresses to wear and their crosses to bear.
Yes.
Right? Y'all know what that means? Do y'all know what that means? Like that means like y'all were you were probably
sexually
molested.
Yeah, you're sexually violated. Yep.
more than likely by somebody in the family, and they
secret,
and they knew about it. Yeah. But you have your dresses to wear and your crosses to bear, which means you don't say shit. You don't say nothing. Yeah. You keep that to yourself. Yeah. Yeah, and that person, that pedophile, that person that keeps getting to touch people, and keeps getting. But it is not about you. It's not upon you to say anything because number one, you're a child. Stay in your place. Yeah. And number two, you're socialized as a girl. Yeah. We don't talk about this. That's right. Right. That's right. You dang sure don't talk about it to nobody else. And we're not talking about it in the family. So we're not talking about it. So it's never being talked about.
Come on. I invite you guys to talk about it. Right? And that actually falls in line with the women's conference tomorrow.
Oh, let's go. I gotta
The topic is turning your pain into fear or something along those lines.
Pain into fear?
I'm sorry. And I need to let me look that up right quick. But it falls in line with that. It's basically let that go.
You gotta break that chain. You gotta talk about it. You gotta talk about it.
Yeah, I think part of the first thing is that especially if you have that ideology as far as like yes, you're across the bear, you gotta first admit that something wrong happened. You know, like that it's a whole for everybody involved, right? Especially the person who it happened to, like they have to reconcile within themselves and then be able to be in a position to not necessarily confront, but to tell them. Like I've had, I've heard so many stories, and it is sad. It is so sad to know the number of cases and how frequently this happens in our community. Like, so yeah, I've heard so many. And then a story where a young lady did try to tell her mom. Well, no, two stories. So one story, a young lady tried to tell her mom, and her mom said, "Don't tell me who it was because I don't want to go to jail." So that was one instance.
Wow.
Second scenario, it was more like I don't know this lady personally, but her poetry. That's why poetry is so powerful. Her name is Sanitary, and her poem, she talks about like how her mom's boyfriend was like this big bad wolf, like came blew the house down type of deal, and how her mom knew because she was so young. There was like blood on her sheets, and then it like she paints the whole scene to where it's no way that her mom did not know.
Right.
To where.
And she still turned a blind eye.
Yes, voluntarily. And then when everything came to light, wanted to ask, like, why did you bring this illumination? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you keep it to yourself?
Yeah, victim.
Yeah, you ruined my bubble by not keeping it to yourself. Yeah. Like I thought I had been a good parent. So, right. Cheese and crust. So when I told my mom that I had been molested, of course there were tears. Of course there were moments. And there was, that whole, oh my God, I was a terrible mother. No, you weren't a terrible mother. You weren't. I mean, let's be honest. You were working. It is what it is. I have two parents. Did both parents? No. Okay, then. So you can only do so much. But even still, if I had both parents, it still happens. Regardless, it still happens. So then it's one of those. It's still not your fault as a parent, but it is that person's fault, and that person needs to take responsibility. So if that person is still alive, my issue becomes when the parents start trying to protect the person. Like, that's my issue. Like, it's been 20 years. You're protecting this old back. Right. I mean, like, I'm still traumatized, and now I got to deal with the trauma, and now I have to deal with this trauma, and now if I have kids, rejection. Right, and if I have kids, then I got to walk them through that trauma. I have, like, my sister has trauma, like, both of us were molested. So, like, right, both of different people, but both of us were molested. Wow. And so the crazy thing is, and she's 10 years older than me. So the crazy thing, when either one of us told our father, rug, sweep, done. Wow. Yeah.
And normally does that.
Yeah.
But the conference tomorrow is what are you hiding behind your smile? The topic turning fear into faith.
Fear into faith. Okay.
So, but
that's so good.
That's good. That's gonna be
turning fear into what is it?
Turning fear into faith. What are you hiding behind your smile? Turning fear into faith.
Turning fear into faith. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. That's good.
And I feel like for our generation, and I know that we need to come to we're over an hour. But no, you're fine. But I know for our generation specifically, I feel like there is the need to release a lot of this because I feel like we were the tail end of that generation. That don't open your mouth, don't say nothing. Because I feel like right after us, that generation was like, no ma'am, no sir, your generation was like, oh no. Oh,
right.
That was the generation that could not be shut up. Like you were those siblings.
We were taught about because we were taught about stranger danger.
Okay. Okay.
We were literally sat down in school and taught it doesn't matter who touches you. It's not okay.
Yeah.
Even if it's your mom or dad and they touch you and you're happy about it, you should say something.
You're right.
Like we were taught about a safe space and it was okay for us.
And that's when you started to the language wasn't there, but agency. Yeah. That's when they started teaching that concept of this is your body.
Right.
Yeah. And very much so and so like our generation, like I remember the best I could do to protect myself was to sleep with a sheet on. And to this day, like there is no, you don't sleep uncovered in my head. Like you just, that is your barrier. And so like, at that point, like, so I said that to say for our generation, I feel like this idea of what are you hiding behind your smile is so powerful and so timely for us to begin to unpack and release because I feel like our generation, we are the ones who are supposed to be leading the wisdom. And if we don't begin to heal around some of those wounds, then we won't have as much to impart because there were things that our parents didn't give us. There were gems that they didn't tell us. And so I feel like we have to get to the healing and recognize that it's possible so that we can start to lead those pieces because that's what my battle is right now is do I keep it to myself? Do I say something? Do I keep it to myself? Because it's just like, for me, it's more of the, abandonment and the other things that I experienced at the hands of people that were supposed to be my caregivers. And so it's like, but again, those people are still alive. And exactly. Exactly. And so it's like the relationship, I'm telling you. So it's just like, our generation needs to have the freedom, needs to know that we can release this because I feel like we are carrying weights of things from 30 years ago that are still bogging us down and they are keeping us from living out our fullness and just being free. And so I treasure this moment and this opportunity, and I'm so proud of you for stepping into it because we need to hear and see that from each other as Black women. Because there's one thing to know, like, I'm strong, I can carry this, but to also be able to look at somebody else and say, I see you, and you can release this. You can let this go. You can sit this down. Let's lay this burden down together. And Black women, as Black women, there's just some affirmations that only we can give each other. Because of our collective experiences, because of our shared trauma. And so there are ways and there are places of sanctuary that only we can create for each other. I'm so excited. Because this is the time, like for such a time as this, we are called to this moment for a reason. And there was pain that we've carried up until this moment, and there's a tiredness that we have. Like we're just literally, really ready to lay our burdens down. And to know that there's going to be a room and a space for people to be able to do that. Awesome. Celebrating you, celebrating the presenter.
When I was asked to be the host, I was like, sure.
Yeah.
Fingers. I was like, whoa, wait.
Spirit fingers.
I got it.
Yeah.
I think I got this.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm
frustrated. I think that. Let me check this watch. But, but I couldn't back down. Because I said, absolutely, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Right? And then two, there was a feeling inside of me, and I was reminded of the space that was created for me to start releasing.
Come on.
Because I was raised in the era, you don't know my business.
That's right. That's right.
Right? And so way back when I was thinking about this branding thing and what I got to do it, and I sat down with this young lady, and she was like, yeah, well, tell me about yourself.
Girl, I don't know.
Like.
I don't know. Crickets.
Okay.
Because there's so much that you couldn't say.
Yes.
I don't know.
How to even articulate it.
So I talk about myself, right? Because that's what I'm about.
Yeah.
Damn that. I'm excited. I'm talking about me all day.
Well, now I'm very.
I'm anyway,
so when we got to talking about the different things that I was doing then, which is nothing like now, and she was like, yeah, listen. And then she started talking about other things, and I was like, oh, I'm with it. I'm there. Yes, let's do it. Notes. I got notes for days. I'm ready.
Yes.
Wait. That means I have to tell.
So and that Mama said,
see my scar.
Yes.
Come on. And I was not ready for you to see that scar. One time that I tried to stab myself. That means you're gonna have to see that scar. When I found out that not only do I have a daddy, I got a sperm donor. You don't want me
Wow.
That means they're gonna see that scar at one time. But I pushed over and bullied because I was raised as a Muslim and I had to dress as such. No?
Come on.
And I cried.
Wow.
Come on.
I ain't telling them.
Why? Because that's a lot.
Hell yeah. Wait. Change my mind.
Add a layer. Add the pride.
Yeah.
Because black women, as black women, no. The fact of the matter is, I don't look like what I'm going through.
Yeah.
And it's a point of pride for us not to look like what we're going through. Like I am broken, I am beaten, I am suffering right now. I'm suffering.
Yeah.
I want to scream. I want to cry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to do so many things.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I want to do first.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know what I want to do first.
Yeah.
But I'm not okay. But I have to be okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't have time to not be okay.
Yeah.
I have to be functionally dysfunctional.
Come on.
Yeah.
I have to be functionally dysfunctional.
Yeah.
And if it don't look right, then it's not right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm not pretty 24/7, if my makeup's not done, if my clothes aren't ironed, if my ass ain't washed, if all of these things don't line up, then something's wrong with me, baby. You nothing's wrong with you. You're tired.
Yep. Period.
You're tired.
Yeah.
You're just tired of trying to keep it all together.
Yep. For so long.
Hello.
Yeah.
And you just need a moment.
Yeah.
Put your shoes up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right?
Your head was but yeah, so we're definitely gonna have to continue.
Definitely. Thank you, Ebony.
I know. Thank you, Ebony Rose, for
Thank y'all for having me. I would like to come back.
Yes, she killed
And
it.
thank you,
Yes.
Duchess
Yes,
for
she's my new sweeter person. Yes. It's okay. She's selfish. She's smart. It doesn't matter.
She said, I'm sorry, man.
I just ignore her.
There's enough for me. There's enough for me. I lost half of it.
I got you.
There's still enough.
So at the end of the show, we always love to give you guys something to think about. You know what it's called, a love note. So we're gonna let our guests leave y'all with something, and then we're gonna be out there.
Yes.
Ebony Rose.
What's your love note for the people today?
Give them something to know and something to chew about for the next week.
The love note from Ebony Rose today is this. The seed would not have been planted if your soil could not produce it.
That is good.
Hold on. I gotta write that old down.
I like it. The seed would not have been planted if the soil could not produce. I like that. I'm gonna follow that up. Got you.
And Duchess Pendragon, what do you have?
I got you. Regardless of where you plant the seed, if you don't put the work in to water it, it will not grow. That's it.
Yes.
So number one and number two. You have to have both. I'm serious, but you're right. But you have to have both.
You're right.
If you like, it wouldn't have been planted there.
That's right.
And
you have work to do, which means you
have to
it's your seed. That's right, and you have what you need.
It's because so many people doubt themselves.
That's right.
So many people doubt themselves, right? Like you get this great idea, but then you kill the idea.
Right.
You think
1,000%.
I'm her.
1,000%. 1,000%.
The seed would not have been planted. The idea would not have even come to you if you couldn't do it.
So check this out. You spoke to me with that. You literally spoke to me with that. That's speaking to me.
That's good.
The watering, I'm speaking to myself because I gotta make sure that actually. Stop taking your
Yes.
Okay.
You have the ability. The water is. You have the water and the water. It's dying because she's just co-signing.
Oh, okay.
She over there rubbing up.
I was say rain down on me.
I'm not saying rain down on me.
Okay, see, I know what trip is.
Yes. I love y'all. That's it. Like, I just love being in the power of Black women. Like, every Saturday I am recharged and refreshed. And today is an especially powerful Saturday. So I'm grateful. I'm just grateful to be in the room. Grateful Ebony said yes. Grateful to meet officially the Duchess. And I can't wait, y'all. We're going to do this again really soon. Yes. It's Father's Day. Yes, and daddies. And I know that we got some stuff around daddies. So I would be very interested to hear what comes up, what the creatives have. So get ready, ladies. Get ready, ladies.
Okay. Heard.
Sugar daddies. Happy Sugar Father's Day.
That's different.
The Sugar Father's Day.
Totally different. I got that.
Is that a Sugar Daddy's Day? Is that the same thing as Father's Day?
There is Zaddy's Day.
Daddy's Day. Zaddy is my favorite.
Zaddy is something about Zaddy. He'll get weird.
Zaddy.
And besides, he got them ducats and babies.
And it is, Zaddy can be applicable to any gender.
Yeah.
You got some real zaddies.
She likes to be called.
My zaddy likes to be called zaddy.
Come on.
Radio show. Y'all next week.
Always a good time.
If you're looking for healthy meal prep, family-style meals, or catering for your next event, look no further than the East Traveling Square Kitchen with Chef Square, Alan Phillips, specializing in soul food, family-style dining, and southern flavor. Chef Square can adhere to dietary needs like keto and bariatric meal prep without compromising on taste. Take advantage of weekly meal plans like the Starter Pack, 5 meals for $75 with 3 entree choices. Additional meal plans and contact-free delivery is available. Contact Chef Square of the East Traveling Square Kitchen today at 832-495-8836 and tell them Stunner Radio sent you.
I just try to, make sure that everything is okay.
Of course.
I totally forgot to call my mama and tell her to come get me.
Yeah.